Welcome back. In the previous part, we were not doing too well. I feel we're getting some good logic, but we sort of hit a stumbling block here at this point, where it's like, I don't think there is anything we can present that proves that Maya isn't in that photo, because anything we present can just be rebutted with, she was the only other person who entered the room. I have to present something that proves that someone else was in there, and I don't think I have that evidence at all anywhere. There's nothing here that can prove that someone else was in that room. Absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna say I can't present anything yet and see if that's correct. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair. I didn't say anything about giving up. Just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. Yeah. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume. I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. The defense. Phoenix. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Maya? Mia wanted. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? I guess. To you. But pearls. Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Where? Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? No? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Laura, at a time like this, that's 2 pictures. Where's the second picture? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. Yes, plural. 2. You see, there is one final piece of this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but yeah, where is the second picture? She's not testifying truthfully. Where's my second picture? Now then, this court would like to end this cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. Oh. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore... It's fine, I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more. What happened when you burst into the channeling chamber? Okay, you got it. You got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Right, so we're going with the logic of there was 2 shots. I mean, there was 2 clicks. So we need to pursue anything that could lead to us getting this second photo. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Take a shot. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Right, I want to get round to the last one with a take shot. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding? Oh, there's another picture? I want to see it. Oh. No, you've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't obvious. That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma. There's Von Karma again, I knew it a bit. Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence? Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Confront Franziska. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes. Oh! Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court. On purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, you were a lawyer or a schoolchild. I was so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Lotta's photo 2 added to the court record. Yes, I want to see it. This is what I'm after. How is that? I mean, I've noticed something straight away, but how is that any different? I can think of several ways. One, she's facing the goddamn camera, but alright. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. It's most definitely not Maya Fey. Oh, yes, it's definitely not her, but yeah, but she changes her appearance. We know this. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. No. There's something else in the picture. Or lack thereof that's more important. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? I'll insist it's not Maya, but not for the fact that it looks wrong. It's like, no, there's something else going on here that should be obvious. Your Honor, As you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That someone, this other person, snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Oh yes, it makes perfect sense. I mean, what else? Order! 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 Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss Von Karma? What do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor room. How? This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey? But this is a totally different person. She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Oh, that's definitely channeling a spirit. I mean, you know, it's unbelievable that she can... Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Oh, that's very strange. I've never heard of such a thing. He didn't gavel it. It's weird. Miss Von Karma? A word, if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that the picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't even have a single witty line. Looks like we've been had. No. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that this person in this picture is not Maya? Yes. Your Honor. Oh, fire's returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly where are... There. Take that! The contradiction lies here. You don't sound very sure of yourself, Mr. Wright. Excuse me, but can you really tell me how much confidence I have in this? What is with that attitude? That hurt! Let me just finish discussing that her appearance changes during channeling. Yeah? I know you ain't no dummy. There's a limit to her everything, Mr. Wright. What? But... Phoenix, you have to think before you speak. Nick, you're supposed... Even Maya's mad at me now. I have to focus. So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Yeah. A big problem. But then earn your keep. Why don't you point out... It's the sleeve! It's the sleeve! Because the left arm... Her left arm, the way she was wearing it, it should have a hole in it, and it doesn't. That should be it, right? Like, where exactly do you want me to point? It's gotta be like there-ish.
Take that!
Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve? I did the sleeve! But there isn't anything odd about it. And that's what is odd. That's exactly what is so odd. Yeah, there you go. I feel like I've been cheated out of this. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Oh, yes, definitely in that picture. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright. It should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. Like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. She's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Just jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it! That woman knew about everything, the bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not to worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. Well, yeah, he's always confused. This is your chance, Pheonix. Load all you got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor! There is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Oh, that makes sense. I mean, order! 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 If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Blimey! The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please, enlighten us. Hey, witness! What the heck? Is there any way to ask a girl a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you are lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you, I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. Wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Was it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, the person in this picture is not the defendant. This poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, we're supposed to prove something like this. Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around. That's right. You would always turn things around and change her perspective. Pheonix? So where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at the situation from a different angle. Let's see. But before we broke in, the third person was already in the room. What if Maya had left that room somehow? I could prove that either one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the chamber, channeling chamber, is Maya had left the room. That's the only thing that seems to match up with what he said. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolish dreams. My Faye was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Faye. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder until the time of arrest, the defendant had left the room. Nah. The only thing I'm thinking of is like the way you get in is the keys, so old steel key, green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key is the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Trying to remember when we actually received it now. Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yes? Looks like she's catching on. Great to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? That's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, it's like, what route did that key take? Huh. What do you mean? Maya Faye locked herself in, and the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? Got this as a present from a certain little girl. That little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. Oh, well, it does make sense. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Faye must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you now. Yes. No. Oh, well, it's a lovely key, isn't it? Oh. It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma. How can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case! How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here, in this courtroom, to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Oh dear. June 21st, 1:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Wow. That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. It's that chest box thing. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick. You think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, pals. You ready to go buy some tickets? A ticket. Poor thing. So sheltered. To be continued. Oh my. Bring the next day. Come on. Start saving. It says saving, and then do you want to save your progress? Like, what? June 21st, 3:24 p.m. Korean Village. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man, she definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls? Oh, I see. I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. Let's talk to her. Today's trial. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I had never seen so many people before. Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless. Oh, Maya's already naturally short, so... And then, that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes. Ruffly? Oh, she means Franziska. She has such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow. I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Prosecutors! Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor. So her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. But that's terrible. But she's really good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy. Eventually. He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Isn't that person Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Triple dot. That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh? He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it. Oh, that's too bad. Alright then. The Moira. By the way, yes? What is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the Moira is, would you? Why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the Moira, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, this key. Yeah, that's gonna be my next thing, is like, I should ask about the key. Just when did she pick this up? That's what I need to know. That's the information I'm after right now. Like, where did you get the key? Because that is the trail we need. Pearl's alibi. I just realized that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the Moira happened? Huh? What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything. She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me, I won't tell anyone else. I promise. Oh. Huh? I guess you can see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. Can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? Alright, so let's back up then. Get the Magatama going.
Take that!
Pearl's alibi. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I'll just tell you what happened? And I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You can't do that. Well, tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes? Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? It's gotta be like, it wasn't the side room, it was the winding way, right? You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the winding way. Wow, you got it. So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. And oh man, alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the winding way? I mean, the only thing I can think of presenting is the key. So, you're just a little better. Huh? You are a lawyer, but you're still just a person after all. Sorry, I'll get it right this time. Yeah, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearl was doing in the winding way? Can't be the Magatama. So, what is it? What the key would be? Clearly the thing. So what else could it be then? I just have nothing? Don't think I have enough evidence yet. Okay. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Oh. So it's just I haven't got enough evidence. I've got to be very careful with this, because I'm running out of bars in the top right now. But I do want to see if she says anything in regards to this key, though. Got this key, Pearls. Found it on the day of the murder, right? Yes. Now, where you found this key is very important. So, please tell me, Pearls. Where did you find this? Found it in the incinerator. Ah, the incinerator. Is she talking about the one in the garden? The door in it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick? Yes? You're going to tell my mother? Huh? You mean tell Morgan what you did? Yes. If she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, get a spanking. Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. Indeed it does. But we'll be doing that in the next part. Ta-ta for now.